What is tectonism? Tectonism refers to the large-scale movement of the Earth's crust that results from the forces of plate tectonics. The Earth's crust is broken up into a series of large plates that move and interact with one another over time. These interactions can lead to the formation of mountain ranges, the opening and closing of ocean basins, and the development of other geological features such as faults and folds. The movement of tectonic plates is driven by the forces of plate tectonics, which include mantle convection and the relative motion between plates. As plates move, they can collide with one another, slide past each other, or move apart. These interactions can lead to the deformation and fracturing of the Earth's crust, resulting in the formation of geological structures such as mountains and valleys. Tectonic activity can also lead to the formation of other geological features, such as faults and folds. A fault is a fracture or break in the Earth's crust along which rocks have moved. Faults can form in a variety of ways, such as through the stretching or compression of the crust. Folds, on the other hand, are curved or bent layers of rock that result from the compressional forces of tectonic activity. The effects of tectonic activity are visible all over the Earth's surface. For example, the formation of mountain ranges such as the Himalayas, the Rocky Mountains, and the Andes can be attributed to the collision of tectonic plates. The opening and closing of ocean basins, such as the Atlantic and the Pacific, is also the result of tectonic activity. Tectonism has had a significant impact on the Earth's history, shaping the landscape and affecting the evolution of life on the planet. The movement of tectonic plates has led to changes in sea level, climate, and the distribution of land and sea. Tectonic activity has also been responsible for some of the most significant geological events in Earth's history, such as the formation of supercontinents and the mass extinction of species. In summary, tectonism refers to the large-scale movement of the Earth's crust that results from the forces of plate tectonics. This movement can lead to the formation of geological structures such as mountains, valleys, faults, and folds, and has had a significant impact on the Earth's history and the evolution of life on the planet. How does tectonism occur? Tectonism, or the movement of the Earth's crust, occurs as a result of the forces generated by plate tectonics. The Earth's crust is composed of a number of large, rigid plates that float on the underlying mantle, a layer of hot, semi-solid rock. These plates can move in several ways, including divergent plate boundaries. This is where two plates move away from each other. At these boundaries, new oceanic crust is formed as magma rises up from the mantle and solidifies. This process is known as seafloor spreading and can lead to the formation of mid-ocean ridges. Convergent plate boundaries. This is where two plates move towards each other. When two plates with different densities collide, the denser plate is forced down into the mantle in a process called subduction. This can lead to the formation of deep ocean trenches, volcanic arcs, and mountain ranges. Transform plate boundaries. This is where two plates slide past each other in opposite directions. At these boundaries, the plates grind against each other, creating faults and earthquakes. The movement of tectonic plates is driven by a combination of forces. One of the main forces is mantle convection, which is the movement of material within the mantle due to differences in temperature and density. As material in the mantle heats up, it becomes less dense and rises towards the surface. As it cools, it becomes more dense and sinks back down into the mantle. The relative motion between plates is also driven by the forces of gravity and friction. As plates move away from each other, the new oceanic crust that forms is buoyant and tends to push the plates apart. Conversely, as plates move towards each other, the force of gravity causes them to collide. Tectonism can have a range of effects on the Earth's surface. When plates collide, they can cause the formation of mountain ranges, volcanic activity, and earthquakes. Tectonic activity can also lead to the formation of ocean basins, the opening and closing of seaways, and the formation of sedimentary basins. Overall, tectonism occurs as a result of the complex interactions between the Earth's plates and the forces that drive their motion. The movement of tectonic plates can have significant effects on the Earth's surface, and understanding these processes is critical for predicting and mitigating the impact of natural disasters such as earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. What are the consequences of tectonism? Tectonism, or the movement of the Earth's crust as a result of plate tectonics, has had significant consequences throughout the history of the planet. Some of the most notable consequences include formation of mountain ranges. When two plates converge, the crust can be forced upwards, leading to the formation of mountains. Examples of this include the Himalayas, the Andes, and the Rocky Mountains. Mountain ranges can have significant impacts on climate and weather patterns, as well as on the distribution of plants and animals. Volcanic activity. When tectonic plates converge, one plate can be forced down into the mantle, creating a subduction zone. This can lead to the formation of volcanoes as magma rises to the surface. Volcanic eruptions can have significant impacts on the environment, including releasing gases that can affect the climate and causing widespread destruction in the surrounding areas. Earthquakes. As plates move past each other, they can create stress in the Earth's crust, which can be released suddenly in the form of an earthquake. Earthquakes can cause widespread damage and loss of life, and can also trigger other geological events such as landslides and tsunamis. Formation of ocean basins. When two plates move apart, magma can rise up from the mantle and solidify, forming new crust. This process is known as seafloor spreading and can lead to the formation of ocean basins. The opening and closing of ocean basins over time has had significant impacts on the distribution of life on Earth. Climate change. Tectonic activity can lead to changes in the Earth's climate over long periods of time. For example, the formation of mountain ranges can cause changes in weather patterns and precipitation, while the opening and closing of seaways can affect ocean currents and temperature. Formation of natural resources. Tectonism can lead to the formation of mineral deposits, oil and gas reservoirs, and other natural resources. These resources have played an important role in human history and continue to be important today. Overall, tectonism has had significant consequences for the Earth's surface and the evolution of life on the planet. Understanding these processes is critical for predicting and mitigating the impact of natural disasters such as earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, as well as for managing natural resources and understanding the history of the planet. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications.